rolling as the Thompson kennel kick off a huge night. 8 dogs for them tonight. Can they get off to a winning start with Rip and Grace? Let's head upstairs. Dan Hibbert has the call for the final heat of the Bold Trees.
Around at the moment, there's hardly any breeze to speak of now. The flags have lost their flutter at the moment, but they're getting set for the fourth and final heat of the Sportsbet Bold Trees. The final Group 1 next Saturday night. They're set to go. Ready, race number 4. And away. Pearly Tears was fair to go. Untapped won the start, and Mrs. Avengers got very good speed and gets over to lead. Mrs. Avenger clears out by 3 on Pearly Tears and Untapped. Up to 4th was Zipping Kansas. On its outside was Big Susie. Deeper was Rip and Grace from Stella Girl and hit top gear at the rear. Mrs. Avenger not waiting for them. After it was Pearly Tears quickly. Untapped is 3rd. About 2 lengths away to Zipping Kansas. On the outside was Big Susie. Next was Rip and Grace. Further back in the field then to hit top gear and Stella Girl, but Mrs. Avenger is going well. 4 in front. Untapped got past Pearly Tears. Big Susie runs on, but Mrs. Avenger bolted home by 3.5 on Untapped, who makes the final. Big Susie ran 3rd. 4th across the line was Zipping Kansas ahead of Pearly Tears and hit top gear. Next in was Rip and Grace and Stella Girl. 41 and 77, a blowout in the
1 and 76. What a performance that was, Joe. You're going to be very, very happy. Just her 5th race win, and it's to find herself into a Group 1 Bold Trees.
Oh, it's just, I'm wrapped. We knew she had the ability, but lacking experience. She's down on experience. It's only a second start here. Having her first look at the track last week, she was looking all over the place, jumped tonight, got the brakes early and got the job done.
Did you expect her from the pink to be able to punch up across and lead? As you said, she's got the ability, but to do it in a race like this from the pink, what sort of level of confidence did you have going in pre-race?
Look, she felt really good coming here tonight and travelled well, and that's what I like. Coming all the way from Maryborough, you need them to travel well.
Fair enough. And George Borg's down as the trainer as well. What's George doing, and how happy will he be?
He will be over the moon.
All right, well, well done, Joe.
He's doing a really good job.
He's doing an outstanding job, if you ask me. Well done, Joe. You go and enjoy it. This rain is coming down, but what a performance that was. Another absolutely cracking performance in probably not the best weather I've ever seen.
Avenger start 23 tonight. She records her 5th win, and she just had total control of that heat right from the start. She crossed easy enough, and she was just in total control there for the remainder of it, Don. A really impressive performance for the outsider of the field.
Hasn't won at the track, hasn't won at the distance, hasn't won obviously track and distance, and draws the pink box number 8. There was nothing pointing us in that direction, certainly from the Tab's perspective. That's why she was the rank outsider. She does show $61 to $34 late, but I can tell you there was no money. Least most popular with Tab customers, and just from start to finish, and accelerated through the line.
And 7 days ago, she was beaten nearly 7 lengths behind Zohar Bale, beating 1 to the line over this trip. So she's just completely corrected that form. Of course, she's a daughter of the great Hooked on Scotch, and gee, she's certainly done Dad proud there tonight. And she finds herself in a Group 1 final, the Bold Trees next week, as does Untapped, who went around at a decent value price as well, and Big Susie in for 3rd. So there's surprises left, right and centre in heat number 4. The market probably alluded to it being a bit more of an open contest than what we have seen in the 3 heats prior, and even the time, it wasn't the slowest one of the night. 41.77 Mrs. Avenger, so the 3rd quickest time of the night, but just an all-round fantastic performance. So, yeah, all honours to the winner.
I was downstairs a little earlier on tonight after race number 1, and the gentleman next to me was complaining there was only a $7 payout for the first 4 in race number 1. Well, if you don't mind, in race number 4, the payout for the first 4 with a tab is $3,599.40, if you don't mind.
Well done if you had a piece of that. But that is the Bold Trees final field now, completed after the 4 heats tonight. So the 8 dogs we'll see in action going for Group 1 glory next week are Get Ready Dora, Palawa King, Valpolicella, Zohar Bale, Moraine Susie, Ritza Piper, and then Mrs. Avenger and Untapped round out the 8 heading into the final next week. So we'll get the box draw through a little bit later on tonight, and we'll just see how the market goes, because no doubt we'll have the market for the Bold Trees, as we will for the Melbourne Cup, once all heats are completed tonight. But 8, 2, 6 and 5. It's a surprise result in the final of the 4 heats for the Bold Trees. We move on to the first of the Melbourne Cup heats next. This is when things get even more exciting. Win and you're in. We're 12 minutes out out from the first heat. Don, a quick look at the market.
Well, of course, there is a promo attached to the Melbourne Cup heats as well. So if you head to the Tab app or Tab website, hit Sport Today's offers, and you can fly down to fastest cup heat. Heats 1 through to 8, $3.50 for the fastest heat being heat number 1. Won't go through the rest of the market, but if you do want to jump on, you can do that. As for the market ahead of the 5th, we've got a favourite in Alpha Zulu, who's currently $2.15 market elect. You'll get $3.90 at this stage if you like Buddy Manelli. Eula Bale is a $6 chance, and Weblek Wolf is currently at $9 with the tab, in from 11.
And no doubt, Cat Earns, she loves Eula Bale. Will she tip this dog on top in the first of the Melbourne Cup heats? But this is where it gets really exciting. As you mentioned, Alpha Zulu, Buddy Manelli, Eula Bale. These are fantastic dogs on show, and only one of them can go through as we kick off the Melbourne Cup heats here at Sandown Park. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back on Sky Racing Active shortly to talk you through heat number 1. Thank you.